97underground.com.
Hey folks, Michael Spedden here, host of The Back of the Rack on 97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock worldwide, and welcome to the 97 Underground Michael Spedden interview page, where we feature interviews with all the best local and national acts. Remember folks, The Back of the Rack on 97underground.com can be heard every Tuesday from 2 to 4 p.m. Download the free app and listen anytime, anywhere. And enjoy our interviews, folks. Remember, shop small and support local homegrown original music. Now, on with the interview. Hey folks, Michael Spedden here, host of The Back of the Rack here on 97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock worldwide. And today we are here with Rebels Opera. Clint and Tate came by to tell us about their big show coming up at the Potomac Gardens on August the 8th down in Colton's Point, Maryland. For tickets for that show, the PotomacGardens.com. And Rebels Opera is going to have a brand new album out, which is going to be released, now get this, in CD, cassette, and vinyl. Hey, you know, you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. I love the cassette idea. Maybe that'll start to catch on again. Also, they mentioned a couple of other shows that they have coming up that are down in Tennessee, the Mountain Music Festival on August 21st. And another one called Hot Springs in Murphysboro, Tennessee on October 30th. And they're also working on booking other shows. So make sure you keep an eye on their website for this information. And, I'll be putting all of the links to in the show notes that they have. Their website and everything else is going to be in the show notes. So folks, without further ado, I'm going to shut up and let you enjoy Rebels Opera here on The Back of the Rack. And welcome back to The Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show here on 97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock worldwide. Today we're here with Clint and Tate from Rebels Opera. I've had Rebels Opera as a guest. We had Paul Klein on a few months ago. And now they're going to be at the Potomac Gardens down in Colton's Point, Maryland. You run out of Maryland after that. That's the very end of Maryland down there. And there's going to be a festival called D7 Fest, which is going to be August 8th. Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday with a number of other bands. And you can get your tickets at thepotomacgardens.com, thepotomacgardens.com. So guys, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on again.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Right. Well, not you two, but the band has been represented twice on the show. We'll just put it that way. So, well, great. So, how have things been going? I know the last few months you said you've been doing a good number of shows and you're lining up some things for the fall. So, how's that going?
Yeah, it's going great. Been playing a few shows, several shows, spring and summer, and trying to get fall and winter booked for the rest of the year. And we have our debut album coming out August 19th. So we're also been focused on that too, trying to get the final tail end of that stuff ready. So
yeah, it's been a good summer. Just like Tate said, lining up shows and just finished all the album stuff. So it's officially coming out August 19th. So yeah.
August 19th for the new album. Wonderful. That's good news. And what's the album going to be called?
It is called Call of the Night.
Call of the Night. Okay. And what would we what kind of what were your songs inspired by? What kinds of influences could we expect to hear when we listen to it?
I think AC/DC, Kicks, Cinderella. Yeah, kind of a mix of those bands, 70s and 80s rock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, I have given a couple of your songs some spins. Down with the City we've played on here before, as well as Smile Now and Cry Later. And I would say, so the songs are pretty much along those lines then, huh? The rest of the material?
Yeah, it's so the songs that we already have out, we recorded the record in 2 batches. So we did the first 5 songs back in August of last year, and then we did the second batch of 5 songs in April
Mm-hmm.
this year. And the first batch is kind of more early 80s. It's kind of late 70s, early 80s, Mutt Lange, AC/DC, Def Leppard. And then I would say the second batch is maybe a little bit more kind of mid late 80s
Mm-hmm.
Cinderella, a little bit Bob Rockish production, but it's
Yeah.
still consistent and it's cohesive. So
Right. Right. And you can tell, Cinderella kind of evolved from those bands you were talking about earlier. So that's kind of the vein that you're looking at, I guess, huh?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, great, great. Well, this sounds awesome. And so it'll be out August 19th. Is it going to be available like on all streaming platforms, or is it going to be just on your website or anywhere
It,
else?
it's going to be on all streaming platforms as well as CD, cassette, and vinyl.
Yeah.
Cassette.
Yeah, we're doing cassettes.
You
Yeah.
know, that's interesting. That very interesting because, of course, CDs are, have always been around, yeah, vinyl is starting to make this has been making a comeback for a number of years because you're not alone. A lot of bands out there are actually bringing back the vinyl experience,
Yeah.
but cassette, wow.
Yeah, apparently cassettes are making a big comeback too.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're becoming very collectible and
Sure, yeah.
yeah, so we just thought it'd be cool to, do cassette as well. And so yeah, it's gonna be CD, vinyl, and cassette, and
Wow.
then all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. Now what we got to do is we got to get automobile manufacturers to start putting CD players and
That's
cassette
right.
decks back in cars now, huh?
Right, right.
Well, that's incredible. Cassette. There you go, folks. You heard it here first. Cassette making a comeback here, and I uh I think that's great. I mean, years ago, when I was growing up, I was an '80s kid. And another thing that I'm really happy about with the vinyl coming back too is and tell me if you agree, the I mean, a good part of your album experience was actually having the vinyl album with the
Yeah.
covers. You open it up, especially the ones where it would fold open. You've got stuff to read on the sleeves as well as on the jacket of the album itself and on the in the middle and on the back. And it was a whole, I mean, not only are you listening to the album, but I mean, you're reading along, you're reading lyrics, you're reading whatever they decided to write on there. And that was really part of it. Is that what you plan to do too?
100%. Yeah, 100%. We agree. There's a connection when you can physically hold the record, whether it's the vinyl, the cassette, the CD, and yeah, like you said, you want to be able to look at the photos that were taken of the band. You want to be able to read the credits as far as the lyrics, and then read where the record was recorded and
who wrote what.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
It's a part of the project and the whole experience, and it makes it more personal.
I agree too. And the other thing too is the artwork really gets its due when you've got a good, what is it, like a 12 by 12-inch sized album cover to look at. I mean, in recent years, and I mean, going back a good while now, especially since everything is on like, your iTunes and your Spotify and everything, you really don't get that good of a look at the artwork, just a little tiny picture of it,
Right.
on your profile or whatever it is that you're, where you're putting your music, and people really don't get a chance to really look at and enjoy the artwork as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's you want to see the photos and see what the band, what they looked like at that moment, and it's yeah, being able to see it a larger, size of it, just I don't know, it's just a more in-depth experience.
Yeah, and you really get an appreciation for what you're trying to do with it instead of it just being a
Yeah.
picture or whatnot. You just don't scroll past it. You really sit there and you take time to look at it, And I mean, growing up, I mean, the stuff that you all listen to and the stuff that I listened to growing up, the artwork on it was a big deal. It really was a big deal in those days too.
Yeah.
Whether it just be a band picture or something a little more storytelling, like an Iron Maiden album cover. You
Yeah.
could look at those forever.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, those are some of the best right there. Iron Maiden and
Yeah.
Ozzy,
Mhm.
Dio. Yeah.
Are you going to have any interesting freebies or anything that comes with the album, like a love gun or a little photo album or anything like that? Or have you
Uh,
decided yet?
well, we do have a couple different packages on our website.
Yeah. A couple of
So
different bundles.
yeah, there's about yeah, 5 bundles. So you can obviously buy just, if you just want an individual CD or vinyl, you can buy that. But then there's 5 different packs that you can get CD, vinyl, and the cassette with a T-shirt. Yeah, trucker hat, stickers.
Hmm.
So it's all on our website, on our Shopify, which is linked to our Spotify.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just loving the cassette thing. I'm just. Well, I got to tell you, well, the only problem that you have with cassettes is sometimes you had to buy them a few times because if they survived getting eaten or just playing the hell out of them till they were unlistenable anymore,
Yeah.
it's the way I used to do it a lot of times too was I would listen to the vinyl and I would use the cassettes for figuring songs out because you constantly had to, and go back and listen to that riff one more time before you finally got it down.
A little bit easier to rewind on the cassette.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. You had the
Yeah,
cassette to rewind.
yeah.
Yep. So you've also mentioned, booking yourselves into some shows. Of course, we did talk about the Potomac Gardens coming up on the 8th, and that's called D7 Fest. And did we mention who else you were playing with on that bill?
I don't believe so. We're playing with 2 other bands. We're playing with Bitter Luck and August and Water. They're going to be
Hmm.
starting shows, and then we're going to be closing the night out.
That's cool. That's cool. And so you're also looking at, you've done a good amount of shows this year. Have you been playing with anybody? Any of them you want to talk about, or any clubs you want to talk about that you've done?
Well, we just recently played here in Nashville at a place called Cobra with Dazer.
Yeah, we played with Dazer. They're from South Carolina. They're a really really cool band, kind of Van Halen ish. And so
Hmm.
yeah, we played a show with them a couple weeks ago, early July. So yeah, it was a great show, great turnout, and probably gonna try to book some stuff with them in the future. And then
We've
we're
got the Mountain
yeah
Festival.
we're playing the Mountain Festival in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Uh, that's what trying to remember the date on that. That is um
August 21st, right? Friday.
yeah, it's hmm, yeah, so the Mountain Festival.
Is there a website for
August,
the Mountain
August
Festival?
21st through the 23rd. So it's looking like we're going to be playing on the 21st, which is a
Yeah.
Friday, but we're still waiting on our official time.
Okay. And that's the mountain. Is it just like mountainfestival.com, or is there
Yeah,
like a
yeah, just the Mountain Music Festival. It's tied in with Monsters of Rock Cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's in Gatlinburg at the convention center there. So yeah, they're tied in together. So you can find all that on their website.
Mhm.
Okay, good. And so you've also got some stuff for later on too. Are you still, is it written in stone yet, or are you still kind of putting it together?
I think the October 30th show, that's written in stone. That's in Murphysboro, Tennessee. We're playing at Hop Springs
Yeah, Hot
Brewery.
Springs Brewery.
Yeah.
And then right now we're just booking, just trying to, hit up venues, bands. So we're just now that we're finally with the record that's finally, up and it's done, it's gonna be coming out. Now the focus is just trying to
Trying to get more shows for
trying
the
to
end of
get
the
out
year.
there and play live.
Hmm. Well, good, good. Well, it sounds like you've got you've had a good year so far, and it's just going to
Yeah.
get better from here on out. Again, great to hear. And again, I'm still loving. I still have the cassette thing in my head. I'm still loving that. I mean, it's
What send you one?
Yeah, we'll send you one.
okay. That sounds good. I'll be sure to get you my info on that and everything. Plus, we've only had the two songs to play so far, so we could get you some spins as well too on the other
Cool.
materials. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely, definitely. So a couple of other things I just wanted to ask you before, we've got a little bit before we wrap up here. Let's see. You're based in Tennessee around Nashville, right? Is that where you were originally from, or are you all transplants or locals?
He and I, we're from
Yeah.
Nashville.
We're what they call unicorns. Yeah, we're born and raised here in Nashville.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they call you unicorns. They call the locals unicorns.
Yeah, just because Nashville, there is a lot of transplants, and so
Yeah.
it's kind of become a little difficult to find people that are born and raised here. So yeah,
Yeah.
but
all
yeah,
the locals have
we're
moved away.
we're originally from here. Then Paul is originally from California. He's been here for about 6 years, and then
Hmm.
Grady,
He's
our
from
drummer,
Jersey.
he's originally from New Jersey, and he's
Oh,
been here
okay.
about 6 or 7 years. I think he moved here right before COVID, 2019.
Hmm. So you guys were kind of born at the right place at the right time, I guess, because Nashville's really getting popular. I know a lot of bands that I've interviewed on the show, are from there or have relocated there,
Yeah.
and that they love it there. And I really think it's good for music and entertainment too, because for years and years and years, it was always just New York, LA, New York, LA. Now we've got, Tennessee, Nashville, we've got Austin, Texas, we've got Atlanta, which is doing well with a lot of things. And it's good to see it kind of getting spread around and not just in those two areas.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, we agree. Nashville, it's really blown up too as far as the music scene. I mean, it's obviously from a commercial standpoint, it's still very much country music, but
Sure.
the local rock scene is, I mean, it's pretty strong. So there's a ton of rock bands here, and then, I mean, a lot of the '70s and '80s rock stars have retired here. So
Yeah,
it's the rock scene here is definitely healthy and
That's
thriving.
alive.
Yeah.
that's
There's also
wonderful.
there's also a lot of cool bars to play here in town too, so that helps.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. That's wonderful to hear. Well, great. Well, look, we got to wrap up in a second here, but before we wrap up, would you like to just go ahead and tell us your website, and I know we want to plug the show next week at Potomac Gardens. So
Yeah.
go ahead and plug yourself, but remember it's a family show here, but I shouldn't say
Yeah.
it that way, I guess.
So you can find us on socials, so Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then our website is rebelsopera.com. So yeah, everything's listed there, and Instagram, Facebook, again, just Rebels Opera, and same on YouTube, and then on Spotify, Apple Music, same thing, just Rebels Opera. But yeah, that's everything's pretty much linked on all those. So it's updated pretty consistently.
Yeah, you keep it kept current, and all your shows, merch, information on everything we talked about, you can find there and on the socials. And what I will do, folks, is I will list their website and links to their socials in the show notes. So when this goes on YouTube, you can all see it. So, well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Excited to have you in Maryland, and
Yeah,
we'll definitely have to check you sometime. And just like I said, keep in touch. Keep in touch. It's good stuff. And we're looking forward to hearing more of it when it comes out. So, folks, we've been speaking with Rebels Opera here. We've had Clinton Tate with us. And remember, they are going to be on August the 8th down at Potomac Gardens, thepotomacgardens.com. Go check it out. So thanks again for joining us, guys. And we're going to wrap things up with Smile Now, Cry Later from Rebels Opera. So we're going to ride this into the break. After the break, we'll be back with our Mid-Atlantic Music Marathon. You don't want to miss that, folks. You're listening to the Michael Spedden Show here on 97underground.com. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in and listening, and hope you enjoyed today's interview. Remember, the Back of the Rack is on every Monday from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, and our replay is every Wednesday morning from 2 to 4 a.m. Eastern Time on 97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock worldwide. You can download our free app and listen anytime, anywhere. Also, don't forget our YouTube channel. Hit the like and subscribe button and allow for notifications so you'll be the first to know whenever new episodes air. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Log on and crank it up. The station your mother warned you about. 97underground.com.